Miking my new Marshall with a 57 into Logic Pro, and here's my humble pedal board. We're gonna see if it sounds any good. I don't know if I'll be able to turn up my amp too loud. I do have an ISO booth, a little makeshift ISO booth that I set up, so I can always put it in there. It just takes work to move this stuff around. So I don't know if I'll do that in this video. So right now I'm just kind of moving stuff around, moving my pedal board over so I can connect to the Marshall. Tried to hide as much of the cables and stuff as I could. Got the tubes warming up. Let's mic it up. I got a FM. What am I saying? So I got an SM57. I'm going to be putting on this little tripod, and I'm going to be running it into my Scarlett into Logic. With the amp in the room with me, I won't actually really be able to get a good idea of what it sounds like while I'm recording it. So I'm just gonna have to record something and loop it and then listen back on headphones or something, or on the stereo system. So I'm running my Squier Strat through the Marshall. What I want to do is just kind of turn all my pedals off, and I'm just on the gain channel, the dirty channel. I've got the signal as hot as I possibly can get it before it starts clipping, and you can actually see here that the microphone is actually picking up my voice right now. So that's why you kind of want to isolate your amplifier and microphone so you're not getting that kind of bleed. But today's just a kind of generic test. In future videos you'll see me lock that thing up in the ISO booth. So I'm just going to loop a riff from one of my songs, something that's going to have a wide range of frequencies. So something that's got some low end, something that's got some high end, so that I can hear the full spectrum. For this amp being really quiet right now, that's pretty good, at least for our tests today. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to compress it. I'm going to add two compressors, one fast and one slow. So I always EQ before I add compression. I just wanted to hear the raw signal compressed in these tests. So I got the compressors on there. Next I'm gonna add just a little bit of EQ. I wanna start with absolutely nothing and then just kind of listen for things that I think could be pulled out a little bit before I start boosting anything. A good first thing to go looking for is some low mids that are typically super muddy around 200 hertz. And I'm just gonna pull a little bit out of that. And typically you pull some high mids out of the guitar track to make some room for vocals. So I'm gonna have that in there by default, just knowing that no matter what miking technique I use and no matter what guitar track I'm recording, that I'd be doing that anyways. Okay, so the next thing I think I'm gonna try is I'm gonna start adding in some overdrive. I have a Ibanez Tube Screamer. let's add some modulation. We're gonna start by throwing on my warp dimension that I have set to phaser right now. Then we're gonna try the C machine, and then we're gonna put the dweller on, except we're gonna do them all one at a time, then we'll throw them all on together. I know I'm going subtle with the effects, but that's how I like it, and I'm really focusing on the core sound of the amplifier itself. Okay, I'm gonna try one sample of like a lead tone, like a solo tone. I'm gonna throw on my badass distortion, and then we're gonna play around with mic placement on just another bare bones signal, and we'll call it a day. Super exciting to have a rig finally worth miking up and recording. Keep an ear out for that amp and those sounds in future videos and future recordings from Earth Tones. And thanks for watching, man. Super excited about this. Catch you in the next one.